My name is Maxime Sermesant. I'm a research scientist at INRIA, the French National Institute for Research in Digital Science and Technology. I'm the scientific coordinator of SimCardioTest. So SimCardioTest's objective is to demonstrate that in silico technologies can impact innovation in cardiac devices and drugs by proposing a rigorous and standardized approach with relevant use cases. SimCardioTest has three use cases, one based on pacing devices, one based on left atrial appendage occluders to avoid thrombosis and strokes, one on cardiac drugs for toxicity and efficacy. INRIA, as an important actor of digital sciences and technology, can provide software platforms to do such in silico approaches and also know-how on modeling the human body and estimating parameters for simulating detailed patient situations. SimCardioTest is composed of 10 partners all over Europe and in the US. The success of such projects relies mostly on human people. I mean, it's not just technology, software, or science. It's the interactions between clinicians and scientists and R&D engineers that makes it a success. So that's what is really interesting in such projects, to interact with people and create something together. The added value of SimCardioTest is that it bridges the gap for in silico approaches between academic research, healthcare companies, and regulatory bodies. During the first year of this project, we finalized the methodological framework and the tools required for the use cases. We are now in good time to start the verification and validation activities in order to run the in silico trials next year. The expected outcome of this project is to demonstrate the impact of these in silico approaches for cardiac devices and drugs in real-life scenarios, so that we can gain the trust of the different stakeholders, being companies, being regulatory bodies, clinicians, and patients. Can bring a huge added value for patients as it will enable faster and cheaper innovation in healthcare. Therefore, many more therapies could be available. Coordinating such a project is a great opportunity to interact with the academic partners in different countries of Europe, but also with companies and with regulatory bodies, which are people and institutions that we don't usually interact with on such detailed projects. So this is a great opportunity to impact directly the development of new products and how this can go through the regulatory approval. In silico trials are a strong complement to the existing approaches in clinical research and may become a necessity in order to reduce the animal and human use in clinical trials. Therefore, it can increase the number of therapies that are tested and that are available to patients. E-health has a huge potential in this kind of healthcare innovations, but also in many other areas, for instance, for patient remote monitoring from home or large-scale screening. Technology is now everywhere, and even in the smartphone, we have more computing power than we had in computers a few years ago. So it opens a lot of avenues for healthcare innovation and monitoring of people at home and when doing activities. And this can open also a lot of possibilities to diagnose earlier and treat better cardiac diseases.